Ryan, a brand new season, plenty of change at Salford, but the same ambitions, I suppose.
Yeah, I think there's probably a calming and a realistic outlook on it as well. The fact, obviously, it's been well documented how obviously the quality we've lost in our team over recent months, but something fresh and exciting, something new. Obviously, I think everyone at our club obviously wants to learn each and every year. So obviously when you add different people and personnel into that group, it certainly makes it exciting and interesting. I just think from 12 months ago when we were talking about obviously trophies and stuff, I think this year we just got to make sure we do everything right, and before we start even thinking about talking about them sort of words and aspirations, I just think there's a realism what needs to be respected. And again, I don't want to go in terms of a place of calming everything down, but there's also a realism there as well, which we have to respect, obviously.
You have lost some big names out of that team, but I know in roles especially, I can't imagine that he's been too flapped by that. I'd imagine he's been pretty calm throughout and just got on with the job. Yeah,
probably quite the opposite, mate. Probably invigorates him, I suppose. I think he likes being backs against the wall, doesn't he? And I think as a club, I think that suits us, being down and out, being disrespected as such. The underdog approach, we kind of like it. So this year's probably a bit extreme, but I think it's been a place where, as a club, we've been comfortable being and been plenty of time before. So you're right, Rolls isn't worried or flapping by any sense. So that kind of transfers to the playing group as well. We're not stressed about the players who've gone or who are here. We're just going to concentrate on being the best version of ourselves and making sure the Salford public have a team to be proud about.
Is it still the same philosophy in terms of the way that you want to play the game?
Yeah, definitely. I think we like the fact that we're probably everyone's second favourite team. That the label, obviously yourself gives us, obviously the entertainers. I think it suits us. I like it. I think when you look at the all-time great teams over decades, they always have a brand and a philosophy, and I think we have that. Have we mastered it? Definitely not. But do we want to be the best at our philosophy around the world? Yeah, of course we do. Does that land us in trouble sometimes? Yeah. But does it get us out of trouble at times? Well, yeah. So, and I just think we're in the entertainment business for a reason, and everyone talks about how well Salford play and the brand we play, and every new player what comes in talks about how hard it is to defend against. So yeah, we like that tag, and even more so, we'll probably be looking to expand and advance that philosophy even further coming this year.
What have you made of the new players that have come in? Because good pedigree in there.
Yeah, and they've won stuff, and I think even though there's a realism to be made, I think when you look at around the place and look how much silverware is now around the squad, it's certainly exciting. I think when you look at, we brought Kate Custin in his first year, he won Challenge Cup, so he knows how to win. So, and not just him himself knows how to win, he can help others. I've not won anything, so I can learn off the best there. Brad Singleton coming back in the last year, and then Ian McDonald coming in, Joe Shorrocks, Ollie Parkinson already here. They've all won stuff in their career. So, and when you look at your captain and Callum Watkins, I think he's a special player. So, who's won everything. So yeah, we know you're right. I think you're bang on. I think there's no short of pedigree. I just think this sort of project from a 2024 standpoint will take time.
I think as well though, at this stage of the season, I'm always a little bit nervous making kind of predictions and tying people as underdogs, because Super League has this habit of just throwing up stories that no one expects year on year. You must feel that if you can start well, you're right in that mix of being that story. Yeah, you're right. I think there's almost a satisfaction of being written off, isn't there? I think when people start talking about you finishing bottom, it certainly hurts, and you certainly see it. So the bookmakers have their opinion, and the aspirations we have as a club haven't changed since day one, since I got there. This probably will take a little bit more time than previous years, but I think there's a story ready to be written, isn't there, for some team. There will be a team that come out of nowhere. If you look at Leopards last year, there'll be a story that comes out of nowhere, and why can't that be us? Unless it might go the other way as well, but I just think when this story's to be written, make sure you're the one to be written about.
and don't let this season pass you by, because I was saying to the boys earlier, so I'll be 32 this year, and I think the season's come round fast, and before you know it your career's over. So just enjoying every day as it comes, and plenty of rugby left in this team for sure, and I think there is a common goal within this team that they do want to win something at some point. So really exciting. Be looking forward to the season ahead. I think, again, as I said before, there's a realism to be made, but I think when people start disrespecting and putting you down as bottom of the ladder and wooden spoon favourites, it certainly hurts. So there's a bit of a nagging there that we need to prove people wrong, and hopefully we can do that.
That leads me nicely to my final question. For you personally, are you still loving it? Still enjoy being a Salford player?
Yeah, loving it. Obviously signed the extension obviously over the off season. Glad to get all that sorted and out of the way. I don't like things dragging on into the season. I want to kind of concentrate on what I'm doing. Growing into like a bit of a leadership role now has suited me. I enjoy it. I like being part of that. I feel like I can help younger players. Obviously, I know my career's not been all plain sailing, so helping the likes of young Kai Morgan and Amir Burrow who've come in and who are young, and even Custy now who's young, coming from Wigan, just helping him relax a little bit more around the place, because we're not an environment that is very strict and prison-like. We kind of have fun and we want to relax, and that's obviously comes across in the way we play, doesn't it? So enjoy that, and obviously love playing for my boyhood team I supported as a club. I don't think I can get any better than that in rugby league. When you realise a dream, what you dreamt about as a kid, no one can ever take that away from me. So playing for Salford, I'm playing for my people. I've always kind of said that. Them people who support Salford are my people, and I don't want to let them down.
Well, best of luck this season, mate.
Cheers, mate.